Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the Be a Mob add-on. Yeah, I can't not say that and then think of Be a Man from Mulan. Anyway, uh, also it says here for some reason it says Morph add-on. I believe it's just because that's probably what they called it when they were developing the add-on. So we don't want to just call it Morph add-on, so just give it a unique name, and then they came up with Be a Mob. So hopefully this time it works as last time. Well, it's not the add-on works. Um, my recording got like super laggy when I loaded in the world for some reason. I don't know why. If it happens again, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Weird, yeah. Uh, Streamlabs just was super laggy while recording last take. I had to like end the recording and then like restart it, and now it's fine, thankfully. Anyway, so welcome to Be a Mob add-on version 1.0.0. Basic information: to unlock a mob morph, you must first kill this mob. Souls are the morph currency. If you have a mob unlocked, you can kill any mob to obtain a soul. One kill equals one soul, and trade the required souls for a single transformation into a specific mob. Use your ultra biotic control to unlock morphs and morph into mobs. Info: craft the ultra biotic control. Use the vanilla crafting table. Iron ingot, redstone, ender pearl. How to use: hold the ultra bionic control and the sneaker to open the mob type selector. Look up. Passive. Down is bosses. Left is neutral and right is hostile. Stop sneaking to choose a type and then pick a mob. Okay, so what was it called again? Ultra Bionic Control. That's a bit of a long name. So let's go to game 0. So the Ultra Control. Ultra Bionic Control. 4 iron, 4 redstone, and an ender pearl. It's a little bit expensive. So we get the bar. So we crouch, and then we can get passive, bosses, hostile, neutral. So you have to continuously move. Oh no, you don't have to continuously move. So you look in that direction, and then if you stop, it hovers over there, and then you can choose. So passive. So you can turn into all of these for free. Yeah, so you can turn into all passive mobs for free. No. Bosses. Oh wait, oh, is it because I'm in creative mode? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if you're in creative mode, you can just unlock them for free. So if I just go and kill something, where there isn't really anything to kill. Let's summon a chicken. Now, oh, that's very aspect. Didn't get any souls. Oh yeah, so I got one soul from killing. So yeah, and yeah, you unlock them by killing them. So to morph into the chicken, I need to kill 5. So if I I'll allay, stab the allay. The allay costs 15. So yeah, so This is going to be a little bit annoying. So yeah, you do have to kill them all, which isn't something new more with like more add-ons and mods, because like the first like morph mod required you to kill things to unlock them. The morph ring, if I remember correctly, required you to kill them to morph into them. That's an add-on. And the morph gauntlet doesn't require you to kill them. It just requires you to hold the morph gauntlet while you're near them. So it's kinda so with the fact that you also have to kill the mob to unlock it, as well as you also having to kill like a bunch of mobs to get souls to then or just morph into them. Period. And the fact that you also have to craft the morph device really makes it a lot of a pain in the ass, basically. Like if it gave you the morph control at the beginning, then I'd be a little bit more lenient, because it's like, okay, at least you get that at the beginning. So I assume that you don't need this for it to track what you have and have not killed. It probably just tracks from when you have the add-on added onto the build. But my next problem is that so I've got two. So if I summon Vind, I'm gonna have to be quick about this because it can shoot. Yeah, so I have 3 souls. I saw a little pop up there. So a chicken and a vindicator gives you the same amount of souls. That should not be a thing. Like passive mobs should give you 1 souls. Hostile mobs should give you more souls depending on how powerful they are. So like a zombie should like give you like 2 souls, a creeper and a skeleton king should like give you 3 souls, you know. Basically just like it just scales with like how deadly they are. Like spiders give you 3 souls, and like cave spiders give you 5 souls. Wither skeletons give you like 8 souls. Blazes could also give you like you basically just like scaling it to the mob's power. Like vindicators giving you more, because it's just like it just doesn't feel like you're just you really want to go out and kill hostile mobs for souls. So you're just gonna be like I'll just farm a bunch of easy to kill mobs. Like I have a skeleton spawner. I'll use that to kill a bunch of skeletons or zombies or whatever, and get their souls. Get a bunch of souls from that, and it just feels like it, like if you killed a wither or the ender dragon, then you get like 50 or 100 souls from them, and then you'd be more, and you'd be like, I could kill 50 skeletons and that will take like an hour, or I could kill 1 wither, and then it kind of like risk reward kind of thing added on to that. So I'm just gonna go into creative mode and just take a look at these mobs. So let's take a look at some passive ones first. So allay. So if I go F5, yeah, I look like an allay. So yeah, so you can't wear armor while you're morphed. So does that mean that if you are wearing armor, will it just put the armor into your inventory? How do I? So now I'm back to human. So if I put on some netherite armor, quick, and then I transform into an allay. Yeah, the armor gets put into your inventory. That is annoying. Like, so, comparing this to the Morph Gauntlet removes your helmet. which, you know, to add the like mob, so you can look like the mob, and then it doesn't put that helmet in your inventory. Like, I don't know exactly what it does with it, but it like stores it in its own like little pocket dimension. But it's just like, it is annoying that your armor is, you know, put into your inventory. I really feel like they could have just like done what Morph Gauntlet did and just store it in like a pocket dimension or whatever they did or something. I have to admit, the flying on this LA is pretty good. I have seen, I believe the Ender Dragon and Wither is faster than this, but this is pretty good. So actually, I want to try something else. So if I have armor, I transform into a mob that can wear armor, like a zombie. So let's just get a normal zombie. That still puts the armor in your inventory, but also it's kind of bugged out. FN F5. Yeah, this isn't. The zombie one isn't super convincing. And also, something that the Morph Gauntlet does that this isn't doing is that... Hold on, let me check in survival. Okay, yeah, so this one does do that, but when you're undead mob, you burn in the daylight. But again, zombies can't... I understand if they wanted for, like, balance, like, oh, you can't be an LA with armor. I get that. You should also probably, like, give like the player like the regeneration effect that the LA has as well. But why can't I wear armor as a zombie? Because zombies spawn with armor, as well as like skeletons and stuff. So it's like, yeah, that's just annoying. Let's. Hold on. I want to take a look at this one. So, do these have their own, like, special... So, how to obtain blood and light. 15 souls. Ability fly during 5 seconds. Attract nearby items. Oh, so that's cool. So, if I just get, like, a stack of oak planks. I just... run around and spread these oak planks hither and thither. And then I transform into the LA. Yeah, they are getting pulled towards me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There are add-ons that add like the willed utilities that adds the magnet add-on, and I think it adds the has like magnetic on the iron tools. Yeah, that is the one problem with like having this, is like you can't get rid of items. Also, I do like how the hand is also the Elai's hand. That's cool. I don't know. I can't remember if the Morph Gauntlet did that. I think it did. Not 100% sure off the top of my head. So yeah, I assume like every mob has its own like abilities and stuff. Wait. 3, 2, 1. So, hold on. Blaze. Hostile blaze. Shoot fireballs when you have to crouch or sneak to use the fireballs. So yeah, there we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, so this isn't super reliable. It can just fly off in a random direction if you're flying. At least. Okay, that time it worked. Well, it didn't really go where I wanted it to go, but still awesome. Aiming's a bit difficult. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll go through all of the mobs and have a look at their things, but I'm gonna definitely do bosses. So Elder Guardian shoots a laser when nearby mobs, weakens affecting all players. So yeah, so if there's a player with you, give them weakness, which is odd because you don't give them you don't get weakness from the Elder Guardian. You get mine and fatigue. 50 souls. 50 souls for the Elder Guardian. Bear in mind, you only get like 1 soul for like each mob kill, and it's like a one-time thing. You have to. So if you want to transform into Elder Guardian again, you have to get another 50 souls. And the dragon, 100 souls. Light, Dragon Breath, well, sneaking. I'll have a look at the Ender Dragon. So I want to see, is the Ender Dragon faster flyer than... Is it slightly faster? I think he is faster than that Dragon Ball did not go anywhere near where I wanted it to go. Yeah, that one. It's hard. So with the Ender Dragon, you just hold space and then it flies in the direction you can. It's a little bit annoying if you want to look down and fly at the same time. Let's take a look at the river. Fly, shoot with a headset. Well, sneaking. Yeah, this one. So the river, you don't fly where you're looking; you just fly like normally. And this feels about as good as the LA. So let me see where I use this over the LA. Actually, I think this is slow. Oh, but you do make big. And I think yeah, I broke it. Oh, that was easy. Oh, yes. That's a bit disappointing. There you go. Last one is Warden. Sonic Boom when sneaking. Bosses, Warden. You get like stuff. And if I crouch, charge. Boom. Right. Now, something I want to test. I don't know if it is possible. Yeah, I have heard that it's not possible, but that's not possible. But that was a while ago. So if I change to a cheat, if I So I'm just a normal chicken. Can you not change into different chickens? Passive. Chicken. Slow fall. Yeah, you can't transform into other chicken types. It would be nice if you could do that. So, you know, just default chicken. Yeah, so you... This also doesn't change your height, which is something I've been really wanting from a morph add-on, is one that can change your height. But that's not possible right now, I guess. I do know on Java Edition there is a command to change player height, but for some reason they've just not brought that over to Bedrock. And I don't know why Mojang's just not done that. Like, what? Why? Mojang, come on. Anyway. I don't think there's any mobs I'm particularly interested in seeing. Like, hold on, I want to see if I... dolphin. So you have invisibility. I'm currently outside of water, but when I'm in water, yeah, you get water breathing. It's going really fast. They found a way to apply dolphin's grace. I'm pretty sure this is as fast as you swim with dolphins. It might be dolphins. I do know that you fly dolphins. Something I want to try out. Hold on. Go to passive. Passive. Find caught. No, not cow. Cod. Go to game mode 0. Will I start taking damage? I'm out of water. No, it does not appear that I am taking damage. So, something that the morph gun also does is that when you are like a fish or a dolphin out of water, you after a little bit you will start suffocating, because that's what happens to fish and dolphins when they're out of water for too long. Yeah, a little bit disappointing that I can't do that. It seems like a lot of the passive mobs just so like card, you just get swim faster and water breathing. Axolotl, regeneration in water, speed increase in water. Yeah. Armadillo, resistance when sneaking. So I guess with the armadillo you kill up into a ball, and I'm still in survival. Armadillo. F5, so if I sneak, I kill up into a wall. I get resistance. Also, I'm really slow. I don't have the slowness effect. And if I stop holding shift, my head pokes shift. Nice. Yeah, but I don't really think there's else of interest like that. I assume you just fly. Yeah, wow. You don't even fly, you just have slow falling and night vision. Come on. Oh wait, you can fly. Oh wait, no, that's probably because I'm in game mode 0. Okay, you can fly, you just have to spam spacebar with the bat. Which is a little bit annoying. You have to spam it. Yeah. Right, something I also want to test. Let me get back into creative mode. So I want to test if I can like transform into like a zombie or a villager, or pillager, like a vindicator, and not be attacked by them. So, not passive, hostile. So, evoker, pillager. So, I'm now a vindicator. Do I have a special effect? No, I don't think so. Just have invisibility. Hold on, let's check. Hostile. Uh, Vindicator. Strength increased. I don't have strength, so that's a lie. Oh, the arms. Okay, like kind of like it, but it doesn't really work when you're like breaking blocks with your fist. So you kind of moves the whole thing. Right, so if I some wind, zero. Wooly still, yeah, he's gonna attack me. Alright, so hostile mobs still attacking. That is annoying. Right, yeah, so I think I've seen as much as I need to with this add-on. Good idea uh, of like where this goes. So it's more of a pain in the butt than the Morph Gauntlet. It's not quite as good at, and the mob effects aren't quite as good as the Morph Gauntlet for like the most part. Like I think the LA one is better, but it's just because you get like the use of all the items, and I don't think the Morph Gauntlet does that. But it's just like I said, I just don't think like the cost of just like use it like I think firstly it being a one-time morph uh is the main like so if I so hold on so right now I don't know if I have it. So I want to quickly show you my new what's going to be my new ranking my new like ranking thing. So previously, if you've seen previous videos, you would know that I have this big page 3D just thing with different with all the add-ons I've ranked reviewed. So you have the must-have, highly recommended, you should consider, and you probably shouldn't add all like second section off, and like the bottom half, like the you should I got cut off for some reason. Um, and these are starting to get a bit full, as you can see, and I've been a bit worried about that. So I'm come up with a new system where now I have a separate paint one for all of them. So yeah, basically empty at this point in time. Except for like these 6 add-ons, and then we have uh, recommended. And also with the lower ones, you have BL, which bit is short for borderline, which basically means it's technically highly recommended, but it's just bordering on must have. There's just like one or two things keeping me from being like the next tier above. So like in this case, uncrafting can be a bit OP. Trains aren't really that revolutionary for your world. The spawners add-on could be seen as being a bit OP, and the mob heads just don't fundamentally change enough about the gear, how you play the game. But I really like that add-on, so I just play in Borderline just because I really like it, basically. And I've not gotten the you probably shouldn't add tier done yet, but that's because it's like got a bunch in it, and it's my numbing doing this, but I've got you should consider yeah, and I'm just gonna quickly make sure that I've got the thumbnail copied and paste it, copy. So I think I'm gonna put this add-on in. Actually, I'm gonna put it in Right, this has the dishonor of being the first. Where is base? Open with Paint 3D. And then I'm gonna get the title from here. So it's you probably shouldn't add. I've also used this opportunity to reconsider where I've ranked all the different add-ons. I've not changed anything massively. Just like moved one up or down a little bit. 3D. So I can increase the size a bit. Don't want to be too big. So yeah, this has the dishonor. Or that's about mid. That's about middle. I'm gonna move it to the right a little bit. I'm just eyeballing this one. This has the first add-on to have the dishonor of being ranked in you should probably shouldn't add. Because there's just multiple other morph add-ons that just are better, unfortunately for this one. So be a mob is unfortunately going down here. So what does this need to change to be worth it, in my opinion? Firstly, get rid of the one-time morphing. Like, sure, have it so you get souls from killing stuff, and then you can use those souls to unlock a morph. Like, yeah. So like you say you pay 15 souls to unlock the LA, and then you just have the LA at that point. And also, I would say, with the exception of the boss mobs, make it so you don't have to kill the other mobs. Like, just make it so you can unlock them by paying souls. And again, with the exception of the boss mobs, like just make it so you do have to kill the boss mobs, but then you have to pay to unlock them. But then that also gives you the ability to make it so that they are much more powerful. So they have like resistance, regeneration, strength. Make them basically OP end game stuff. That is just mostly just for fun, and then just like have the others, have their thing, and then like have their and just like make the more powerful ones, cost more souls. Also, I think they should rethink how they like the LA being costing 15 souls is a bit much considering it does just fly around and pull items towards you basically. Like, I would also say like give the LA either reduce the LA's cost down to 10 souls, or keep it at 15 and give the LA a regeneration effect. And also, make it so that mobs that can wear armor, when you're morphed into them, you are allowed to wear armor. And also, make it so that if you're morphed into a hostile mob, or just like any mob, if you're morphed into a mob, then monsters that aren't hostile to that mob aren't hostile to you. And mobs that are hostile to the mob are hostile to you. So say you morph into a sheep, then the zombie's not going to attack you, but then you have to be worried about wolves. And stuff like that. Make it so that mobs react to the player when they're morphed as they would react to that mob normally. And that would legitimately put this into a must, probably either into borderline or must have add-ons, because it would make it way better than the morph. It would just make it way better than the others morph add-ons that are currently on the marketplace. And here's the thing: I know all of these are possible because I'm like I'm at least 90% sure that the morph ring had the mob aggroing effect in it. Like, you can go back to my old videos and check for yourself. But I'm 90% sure that's true. I know it's possible for them to just make them more unlockable with the souls because that's simple. Like that's obvious that that's possible. Um, and obviously, like once Mojang brings over the ability to change the player's size, make it so that the player is the same size as the mob, and then it would be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect. Right now, it's going in the probably shouldn't add tier because there's just other morph add-ons that are just better, in my opinion. Anyway, hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and bye bye.